Man, it's like the injury curse hit the Dolphins hard this training camp, and it's got everyone sweating bullets. You've got Tyreek Hill with a thumb issue now. Yeah, Mike McDaniel's saying it's nothing too serious, but you know how it goes. It's just another name on a list that's getting way too long. We're talking 23 players juggling injuries right now. And with the season creeping up, it's not looking good. What's this going to mean when the real games start? We've been seeing names drop like flies onto that injured reserve list since mid-July. It's a tough pill to swallow, especially for those rookies who didn't even get a fair shot to prove themselves. Like Taj Washington, poor guy didn't even make it out of OTAs before landing on IR. All that promise, and now he's watching from the sidelines. Grayson Murphy's another one, caught in the knee injury trap during his first pro game. He had that brace slapped on and boom, into the IR he went. You look around, and it's not just the newbies getting hit. Veterans, guys who should be leading the charge, are getting banged up left and right. Cam Brown, Sean Harlow, Keon Smith, Willie Snead IV, all out. Snead, man, he was brought in to help out with a wide receiver group that's been looking thinner by the day, and now he's down too. The question is, how many more hits can this team take? And speaking of the wide receivers, what's going on there? It feels like everyone in that room's been dealing with something. River Crocraft, he's out now with an upper body injury from that Washington game. McDaniel's saying it's not season-ending, but he's out for who knows how long. It's rough, and you can tell McDaniel's not happy about it. He's out here talking about how tough Crocraft is, how he's bounced around the league and still made it. But let's be real, how many more of these hits can the Dolphins take before it starts affecting the whole season? The coaches have been extra cautious with these guys. They're pulling them out of practices, trying to save them for when it counts. But what happens if they're not ready when the season kicks off? You've got Braxton Berrios and Jalen Waddle taking it easy because of minor injuries. Braylon Sanders, questionable for the rest of the preseason. What's that gonna mean for the final roster? It's looking like the rookie, Malik Washington, might get some serious playing time just because there's no one else healthy enough to step up. Then, you've got the vets who haven't even seen the field yet. Odell Beckham Jr., still on the PUP list, hasn't budged. You'd think a guy with his experience would be out there, but no, he's off doing his own thing, sprinting and conditioning away from the team. Is this the Odell the Dolphins were hoping for? And he's not alone. Isaiah Wynn, Cameron Good, Bradley Chubb, they're all sidelined, watching and waiting. It's like a ticking time bomb. When's it gonna go off? The secondary's not immune either. Javon Holland, Jordan Poyer, they've been missing practice time. Holland's dealing with who knows what, and Poyer's been wrestling with a thumb injury. Sure, Poyer's back at practice, but how close is he to full strength? And what about the rest of the old guard? Every time you hear about someone over 30 on this roster, it's with a sigh and a hope that they can stay on their feet. But the offensive line? Man, they've been hit the hardest. Aaron Brewer, he's down with a hand injury. Keon Smith, torn ACL, season done before it even started. Sean Harlow? On IR with some undisclosed issue. Wynn, still nursing that quadriceps injury from last year, hasn't been near the field all camp. How are these guys going to protect Tua if they can't even protect themselves?